Why fundamental right includes right to privacy? See, privacy in listening it is a very small word like any other word, but it has a deep meaning. It contains your life. Now, the further part I am going to speak is very much inspired by Osho. You know, when a new child born, why he cry? Have you ever pondered upon it? Before taking birth, 9 months, when he remain in his or her mother's womb, he is not afraid of anything. He don't even take breathe. He don't even eat. He don't even cry. He don't even laugh. He don't even dance. He don't even sing. He is silent. He is in the darkness. There is no sunlight to obstruct his vision. You know, when there is a bright sunlight, it is very difficult to open your eyes. There is no such sunlight in the mother's womb. There is peaceful darkness for that baby. So, psychologist says that during those 9 months inside the mother's womb is the time of utmost peace in human's life, because in those 9 months that child has not to do any effort to survive. To survive, her mother has to do double effort, but to survive, child has not to do even breathings. He is connected to his or her mother's womb through his or her navel. There is a pipe attached to his or her navel to the mother's body. So child has to do nothing. Mother's heart will beat. With those beats, child will beat. Mother will take breathe. With those breathing, there will be life inside child too. Mother will eat. Mother's body will absorb nutrients, and those nutrients would be delivered to the child. And child in fact does not have to eat the food, eat the nutrition, absorb the nutrition. The whole process will go automatically. Whole efforts will be put by the mother. Those 9 months, that's why is the most peaceful time of a human being. That's why psychologist says that those peaceful 9 months inside mother's womb are deeply impressed in your unconscious mind, and whole life you are in a search of that peaceful moment. Just as you had in your mother's womb. Inside mother's womb, there is utmost privacy. Even your own mother and father is not going to disturb you inside your mother's womb. Nobody is there to disturb you. You are alone. You are enjoying, putting no efforts. Now, everybody likes luxurious life, putting no efforts, doing no hard work, just enjoying, just absorbing peace. Everyone likes that thing. People says no gain, no pain. No pain, no gain. That is true. If you want to gain, then you have to undergo pain. If there is no pain, then there will be no gain. So, but this formula doesn't apply in mother's womb. There is no pain at all to the child. Still, the child is enjoying everything peacefully. The unborn child experiences real peace. And when you were unborn child, you have also experienced it. That's why you, after taking birth, whole life you run into search for the peace, just as similar you had in your mother's womb. But I say on to you, to have that peace again in your life, you have to bring those circumstances again. No efforts, nothing you should do. Alone, private, and just observing peace. That's why privacy is your life. Privacy is your fundamental right. That's why in a judgment, Supreme Court held that right to privacy also includes right to be left alone. And the thing is, you cannot enjoy peace, you cannot have peace at all in a crowd. You can experience your first peace in your privacy, in your aloneness. But the thing is, people are afraid of aloneness. People are so habitual of dependence on others. Now, if I take your phone, you are so dependent on it that you may even die without your phone. People are earning from their phones. Similar is the case with everything. You are dependent almost on everything. You are dependent on your father, on your mother, on your wife, on your husband, on your friends, on your teachers, on your juniors, on your colleagues. And you know what? Dependence is not a one way. They are also dependent on you. And everyone likes it that people should be dependent on them. But the reality is, if there will be a dependence, no matter between senior and junior, the dependence is no one way. Dependence is always two-way side. You may be happy that someone is dependent on you, but In reality, if you will think upon it, if you will observe it carefully, you are also getting dependent on the other person, the person who is getting dependent on you. And this dependence can only be broken when you are alone, when you are private, in your privacy. And nobody likes dependence, because dependence tethers you to others, and others are also tethered with you. Everybody wants liberation, and that's why a child cry, because whole 9 months he was totally dependent on his or her mother for everything, for breathing, for nutrition, for development, everything. Suddenly he came out of his or her mother's womb. Now he or she cries. Why? Because now he or she has to be dependent either on mother or on others to survive. If there is no mother, then he may even die. That's why he cries. This is the reason why a child cries just after taking birth. I say on to you that this dependence is right from the mother's womb. But in mother's womb, there is a most peaceful time in your life. I can say you can experience that peaceful time again, even throughout your life. But for that, first of all, you have to break dependence. Now, I don't say that to break dependence on others, you have to break relations with others. No, I don't say it. I say maintain good relation even. But have your privacy, have your private sphere. You are so much indulged in a crowd, you are so much dependent on others that you have forgotten your own private life, you have forgotten your own private body, your own private bodily needs. You can't even recognize thyself. Can you? Have you ever pondered upon it? Have you recognized yourself in this fast running life, in this dependent world? Dependence is reality, but dependence is not your nature. And to break that dependence, your privacy is very important. By privacy, I mean whenever in 24 hours you get a free time, just private yourself, just seclude yourself, just go into seclusion and just sit and observe observe your thoughts, just observe your thoughts, keep the thoughts coming and going, don't force anything, don't judge even, just go into your aloneness, go into your seclusion. That's why privacy is so important, because it is only because of privacy you can go into aloneness. Suppose there is a hypothetical example, there is no privacy at all, and you are in your room. Now people come and go into your room. How do you feel? Without knocking, even without asking to you, how do you feel? Tell me. You will feel scary. Yes, you will feel scary very much. People are coming into your room and going without asking, without knocking. What about your personal privacy, your personal private life you are having in your room? That's why privacy plays very important role. To attain peace, privacy is your life. Privacy is not fundamental right. Though according to courts and constitution it is your fundamental right, but I say even further. I say privacy is your life. Privacy is your peace. Privacy has the potential to connect you to your own peace. That's why privacy is so important. That's why we study cases related to right to privacy. That's why privacy is not just fundamental right, it is your life. And the aloneness, you don't have to run to Himalayas or any other place or any cave. No, for aloneness you just have to enforce your right to privacy. You just go to your private room, just lock it, have a private space for some time, and just observe your aloneness. And in the only observing you will find that you have again experienced that time, that moment which you have experienced in your mother's womb. So that's why I say that privacy is a key to experience your very first experience of your life again. That's why Indian Constitution gives us under Article 21 right to life, right to privacy. Because privacy is life, that's why it is included in right to life. And until or unless you don't separate yourself from the crowd, you don't recognize thyself, you won't be able to understand the importance of right to privacy. To understand the importance of right to privacy, you have to first recognize thyself. Then only you will be able to understand the importance of right to privacy. And by using this right, you can attain the peace. Because only in aloneness you are independent. In crowd you are dependent on everyone and everything around you, surrounding you. But in aloneness you are independent. That is the joy of aloneness. Aloneness makes you secluded but also independent. Subscribe if you find this video helpful and share this video.